Beauty as a social currency is so interesting to me because there are so many studies that show you can make more money, get more opportunities, and even treated better.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Today we are diving into the topic beauty is currency and why it's important for you to invest in your looks. Lovelies, I have compiled some stitches where we can learn it too, and I will be back to share more
Your
tips.
fitness, your beauty treatments, your skincare, your style, even how you present yourself, these are all things that build social currency. And let's be real, beauty in itself is currency. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think if anything, women should exercise a little more vanity.
If you're a beautiful woman, you need to understand that being seen with you is literally the best thing for a man. The reason I say this is because men do not care about a lot of things, but the way a woman looks when they're with a man can literally signify that man when it comes to societal status. I don't make the rules, it's just true. For example, there's literally a saying that you can tell how much money a man has by the way their woman looks. And this is true because rich, successful men love to be with women that make them look good because those women look good. I have literally been told by a man before that I am his favorite accessory. And it's not in the way that he's subjectifying me. He was just acknowledging the fact that he likes the way I look when I'm with him. Being beautiful is literally a status symbol, and men will act like they don't care, but they really do. It may sound superficial, but that's just the reality of what society is right now. Beauty is currency, and men always like to talk about girls who have pretty privilege and all this extra stuff. But the truth is, men like to be with beautiful women, and women like to be with attractive men. It literally goes both ways. But the way I've seen men literally use the woman that they're with as a kind of social currency and give them a higher pedestal in the social hierarchy is such an interesting concept. Anytime I'm out with a man and I get complimented, let's say they'll say something like, oh, you're so beautiful, or they'll tell him, oh, your girl's so beautiful, or how'd you get this one? The men feel better about themselves. You know, men have egos and all this machoism and whatever it is. I say all this to say, never let a man burn you down. Because if that man is with you, you are attractive, you are beautiful, he likes you. And if he's not a good man, he might try to invalidate you or make you feel insecure. But the truth is, he's using you and your beauty looks as currency. Because when you're beautiful, it makes that man look good too. So number one, use that to your advantage. And number two, feel good about yourself because you are beautiful. And if that man ever tries to tell you otherwise or make you feel less than, you need to leave and find somebody better.
Beauty as a social currency is so interesting to me because there are so many studies that show you can make more money, get more opportunities, and even treated better based on just your appearance. And neuroscience has even shown that when you look at something that you perceive as ugly or unattractive, it activates brain regions associated with fight or flight. So I will never understand the scrutiny towards vanity because your looks and your appearance can single-handedly determine how much success you get, which is crazy.
One thing I have learned in this life is that looking good is a currency. Like, I don't think people understand how much how you look dictates how you're treated, even down to the things that you get access to. Obviously, there are multiple standards of beauty in this world, so it's not a one size fits all because, first of all, we were not made to all look the same. But when you are able to hone your beauty, that currency will work in your favor.
If you're a beautiful woman, you need to start using your beauty as currency. I have been able to get around people that I would have normally never been able to get around if it wasn't for how I look. And I know that might sound vain, but if you're around the right people that are teaching you how to invest, that are teaching you how to grow, how to build different businesses, different mindsets, then you are going to set yourself and your family up for generational wealth. So if you haven't started using your beauty in order to get around people that are actually going to start to teach you how to invest, people that are going to teach you how to grow yourself, and yes, I'm talking about most of the time this could be men, you can get around the right people and in the right rooms just because of how you look, and you need to use that to your advantage so that you can get ahead in life. I have done it myself, and it's been one of the best things ever. You are who you surround yourself with, and if you're trying to level up in life, you may as well use your beauty to get into the right rooms, to get around the right people, to get the right knowledge, and start to elevate your life. So please start using your beauty as currency. Might sound vain. It'll never fail you if you use it in the right way.
Okay, this is going to be Pretty Privilege Part 7. Use your beauty as your currency, okay? I want women to understand this. When you get into a room, before anyone asks you what you do for a living, before anyone even picks an interest in asking you what you do for a living as a woman, they look at you first. This is just the reality of it. They look at you first. They look at you as, do I want to engage with her? They look at you. Are you clean? Are you classy? Are you beautiful? So before any of those, oh, I'm this, I'm that, beauty is not what defines me. Beauty is the currency of a woman and will be the currency of a woman. So learn to walk into the room looking your best. Learn to walk into the room with your head up high, looking classy. And I want people to understand this, yeah. When you go somewhere and you look your best, confidence automatically just follows. One thing I've learned is, even when I'm going to uni, if I don't look good, I don't want to be there. I don't want to study. So it's a thing where you have to understand that how you look impacts how you feel about yourself. So imagine someone else. So you have to learn that beauty is the currency of a woman. So you have to learn how to use it to create advantages for you. You have to learn to use it to attract the things that you want. When people see this and they like it, what attracts them to it is because of how they have envisioned this thing, how they've seen it, how they've seen how it's going to look beside them, how it's going to look when they're around people. That's a woman. You know, when a woman that's classy, clean, beautiful stands beside a man thinks about how he's going to be respected, how everyone is going to want what he wants, and automatically he boosts his ego. Period. So you have to use your beauty as your currency.
Beauty is currency, and if nobody ever told you that, I'll be the first one to tell you. Why do you think the men be so mad? So mad when we get dressed up and we popping our shit and we looking good, feeling good, smelling good. We got that shit on. Why you think men be so fucking mad? Because they know that our looks can get us into certain doors that they can't get into. When you are a woman and you are beautiful, men want to be around you. They want to be around you. Especially if you in Miami. If you out in Miami and you beautiful, everything is free. Everything. Because men want to be around and wine and dine beautiful women. When you invest in your appearance, whether it's hair, makeup, nails, your shoe collection, you have a way better chance at getting further than you would if you didn't put any effort into your looks at all. You know when you get those unsolicited comments from men under your photos and pictures and stuff because you dolled up and you looking like a baddie and all of a sudden now you're a whore, you're a slut, you're this, that, and the third. It's literally jealousy. It's jealousy. They hate the fact that nothing is free for them. They hate the fact that they're the ones that have to pay if they want beautiful women to come around and be in their company to have a good time. Beautiful women run the world. They're going outside for free. They're getting their bills paid. They're selling feet pictures. They're getting out of parking tickets. Beautiful women literally run the fucking world. They fucking know that and they hate it.
Pretty girls get paid for existing, okay? Not only on this app, but in real life too. Tell me why this weekend I went to the club, okay? This man came up, doors of the club's closed, okay? Everyone's standing outside. He came up to me. He's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I was staring at you the whole night. I look him up and down. I'm like, sir, you mean to tell me you was staring at me the whole night and you didn't offer me not one drink? You didn't offer me one drink? And he was like, oh, my bad. You're very right. But I'm going to get you a hot dog, though. I'll get you a hot dog. I'm like, okay, bet, because I was literally about to buy myself a hot dog. Side note, if you're not from California, is that a thing in other states that where, like, a hot dog lady or man or whatever be waiting outside the club? Because that's a thing over here. But anyway, not only did that man buy me a hot dog, he also handed me a $20 bill. No words, just... Baby, I took my hot dog and left. I said, bye, thank you. And he, like, I gave him my Instagram, but he didn't want anything more. He wasn't trying to get me to come with him. He wasn't being weird. He bought me the hot dog, gave me my 20, and let me bounce. And that's how it should be. So this is your friendly reminder to go outside, be pretty, and dilly-dally.
Beauty is currency describes how physical attractiveness act as social capital, providing various advantages in employment, relationships, and social situations. People like to call women vain for caring about their looks, but the reality is that investing in your looks is one of the best investments you can ever do because it brings so many blessings and opportunities. Let's be honest, beauty opens doors before you even knock because the world responds to what it finds pleasing. There is a reason people say beauty opens doors. Beauty is currency not because it makes you better than anyone else, but because the world reacts to it before you speak, before you explain yourself, before you even prove yourself. Your beauty goes before you. Beauty does not always guarantee success, but it often guarantees attention, and attention is where the opportunities begins. Think about it. Job interviews, social media, customer-facing roles, networking events, even everyday interactions. The person that is perceived to be more attractive and put together is often treated as more capable and trustworthy and more valuable. Sometimes it's not because they are actually, but because perception moves faster than truth. People judge you in the first 7 seconds of them seeing you. So your appearance is very, very important. We live in a world where first impression happens before conversation. Someone looks at you for 7 seconds and decide how much respect, patience, and attention you deserve. Beauty doesn't automatically make you rich, quite alright, but it can make money easier to reach. Beauty works quietly. It opens conversation, lowers resistance, it makes people more willing to engage, to buy, to invest, or take a chance on you. You can see this play out clearly in industries that depends on perception: sales, marketing, social media, entertainment, even corporate places. People who are put together and good looking are assumed to be more competent people. You see, brands are aware of this, and that is why faces sells products before facts do. And it's not just about being conventionally attractive alone. Beauty shows up in your grooming, your style, your posture, and your energy. Someone who looks clean, intentional, confident, well-preserved signals value. It shows that they respect themselves, they take good care of themselves. The brain automatically assumes discipline, reliability, success, and those assumptions usually turns into opportunities. So I am saying that while you are investing in yourself mentally, physically, your looks are also a priority. It is not vain. It is not something to be casual about. It is something that you need to take seriously. That is why influencers monetize their looks. The attractive waiter earns more tips. Beauty doesn't replace effort, but it amplifies it. Two people can offer the same service at the same price, and the one who looks more appealing often gets chosen. Not because they are actually better, but because beauty sells. And this isn't about vanity. It's about understanding how the world works. This doesn't mean that if you don't fit a particular standard, then you should hate yourself. It means that you can actually be strategic. Presentation is one of the few things that you can control. How you show up visually can support your income, brand, and your confidence. That means you take your grooming seriously, you ensure that you dress properly, you ensure you look neat, make sure your hair is properly styled, use minimal makeup, and so on. Let's stop pretending beauty isn't just about appearance. It's about influence, attention, and opportunities. In the world we live in, how you look is one of the fastest ways to get noticed, to gain trust, and to open doors. And that's not shallow, it's actually reality. So yes, beauty is currency. It isn't everything, and it shouldn't replace hard work, but it amplifies it. It gives you a head start, a faster path to attention, and a smoother route to opportunities. And if you play it smart, you combine it with present skills, talent, and intelligence, then the returns are going to be so huge. The world notices beauty, rewards it, and sometimes pay for it. That's currency, and knowing how to spend it wisely can change the way it responds to you. Lovelies, we have come to the end of today's video. I would really like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think beauty is important? Do you think women should actually take time to invest in their beauty? Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, share, subscribe. Till I see you on another video. Have an amazing day. Bye.